A very good morning, class. Welcome back after summer week break. Okay, today we are going to start chapter 3, the Earth's major water bodies. I hope last two chapters, chapter 1 and chapter 2, which we have completed before vacations, I hope you all must have completed that work. Okay, so today we are going to do chapter 3. You will continue your new chapter from the new page. So let's start this chapter. Okay, I am preparing this video so that you understand about the introduction of the chapter, the Earth's major water bodies. Okay, so let's start. The large part of the Earth's surface are covered by water bodies such as oceans, seas, rivers and lakes. We all know we have different water bodies, like oceans are there, like sea, like bay, okay, like lakes. Okay, so we all know large part of the Earth's surface are covered by water bodies such as oceans, seas, rivers and lakes. While oceans and seas have salt water, we all know Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, okay, Indian Ocean. Okay, so we all know that oceans and seas have salt water, rivers have fresh water, lakes may have fresh water or salt water. Okay, so all rivers, they have fresh water, all seas and oceans, they have salty water, and lakes may have fresh water. Lakes can be salty or lakes can be of fresh water lake also. Okay, now look at the map. You can see I am showing you one map here. Look at the map of the world. You will notice the equator drawn. You can see this line, this black line. Okay, it is written here. You can see equator. It is in your book, so open your book and check it. Equator. Okay, so this black line, equator drawn through the middle. You can see a rough, this is your world map, and equator is going through nearly through the center of the earth. Okay, through the middle. The equator is an imaginary circle drawn around the globe. This equator line, this equator line is an imaginary circular line, imaginary circle drawn around the globe, exactly halfway between the two poles. Okay, like this is North Pole, this is South Pole. So exactly in between both the poles, the line which is going through the center, circle which is going through the center, roughly at the from the center, that is equator line, which is dividing earth into roughly, or you can say it cuts the globe into two equal parts. Okay, you can see this line is going through the center and it is cutting this earth, dividing this earth into two equal parts. Okay, upper part above this equator line, this is northern hemisphere, and below, the area which lies below this equator line, that is southern hemisphere. Okay, now when you will see the northern part, this northern part above the equator, this is equator line now. This is equator line. See, it is written here, equator. So above this line divides earth into two equal parts. Above part is called northern hemisphere, and below the equator line, this is southern hemisphere. When you will see this northern part and southern part, you can notice the difference between northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. What difference? Let's see. The greater part of the land masses is in the northern hemisphere. You can see in northern hemisphere, this above this line, you can see land mass is in more percentage as compared to the water bodies. You check this land mass, these continents, continent area, and blue color this water body. So you can see proportion of land and water is different in northern as compared to the southern. In northern hemisphere, land mass is in more percentage as compared to the water body. Okay, while when you will check in the southern hemisphere, you can check in the southern hemisphere, water body is in more percentage. You can see maximum place is in blue color. You can see whole southern hemisphere. So in southern hemisphere, percentage of water is more than the land. Okay, so this is the difference between both the hemisphere. Northern hemisphere has more percentage of land is more as compared to water, while southern hemisphere has more water than the land mass available. Okay, so this is the two difference between this is the major difference between northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Okay, so I hope you understand a little bit about it, that in world we in earth we have different water bodies like seas, ocean, bay, gulf, strait. Okay, sea and oceans are salty, they have salty water, while rivers have fresh water. Lakes may have fresh water or can be salty also. Okay, now equator divide earth into two equal parts. Northern hemisphere above the equator, this is northern hemisphere. Below the equator, this is southern hemisphere. So equator basically, if you compare from the north pole or south pole, it divide earth into exactly two equal parts. Above it northern hemisphere, below equator southern hemisphere. What is the difference? In northern hemisphere, you will see that land is in more percentage as compared to the water bodies, while in the southern hemisphere land is in less percentage as compared to the water bodies. So in northern, land is more, water is less, while in southern, water is more or land is less. Okay, so this is the major difference.